Claire from Gilman's in the house. Ooh, set all of my eyes. But today I want to do a little garden tour for you guys, just to go over some of the things I planted this year and some tips and tricks. I have some Lemon Boy tomatoes, as you can see. And then right next to that, I have some purple Cherokee tomatoes. You can see they're kind of changing colors. And then down there I have some, I think they're called yellow canary tomatoes. This is by far the easiest thing to grow. They grow in abundance. I've gotten so many tomatoes off this one plant. I've been pruning the suckers like I'm supposed to, watering. This plant, I pruned too much in the beginning, so it literally just started to fruit. And you can see right here, it started to change colors. See, they're pretty beefy and they're pretty heavy. And this is the second round of these little babies, and they're so delicious. I really love these. I think for this plant, it's just more so good sunlight and watering often, neem on in the beginning. We have zucchini and squash. When I tell you these bad boys did not start off this big, they just bloomed like crazy. As you can see down here, we got a squash, and I think we got another one up in there, as you can see. And I just cut 2 more, but there's plenty. With these, I just water daily. They love water. I can't say that enough. And they produce like crazy. I literally cut 2 to 3 every week from this plant. Yeah. Some time. When I tell you I started this thing and it was so small back in March, and now it's massive. And then we have different type of bell peppers. As you can see, some little bell peppers going in over there. I actually learned from YouTube to get trellises, which I think is a great idea because they do get pretty heavy and you will need a trellis for this. So that's the main thing I learned from this. This is more so watering and pruning. I prune it often, but I don't believe in pruning too much. Watermelon patch. So my husband built this. Forgot the name of this wire, but these were like $9. We have 2, one on this side too. And I tried to trellis it up, but it really didn't work out. As you can see, I got some little ones here. Some more flowers coming in. Watermelon hiding over there, hiding right there, and one hiding over there. And yeah, I mean, I think next year I want to try again. I don't think I did a good job with the watermelon patch. A lot of them just grew, stopped. So I think next year I want to add a different type of mix to the watermelon. Like I want to add some bone meal and some calcium. So I've just been watering them and just letting them grow. But this was like my test season for watermelon. Another zucchini patch right here. I cut them all, so there's nothing on there right now, but still got some new babies growing in. And as you know, zucchini, squash, and watermelon they prefer to be planted in the ground. So that's why they're in the ground, and they flourished over here. It's like not too much sunlight, not too dark. Here we have my husband's weed plant. I've just been kind of taking care of it. It smells so good, you guys. Like, the smell is getting really strong. We had a serious heat wave in the North Bay. As you can see how it's just crunching coming off. But this was really our test plant. We grew this from a seed in the grow bag, which I absolutely love, and we put them on pallets just to kind of balance them so they can be moved. Love the grow bags. Highly suggest them. It smells amazing. I go ahead and give it fish fertilizer once a month. Water it almost every day because you know they're suckers. They love water. So my husband said he's actually going to take them off. Let me see if I can give you like a close view of the bud without getting the shadow. So yeah, and they smell amazing. So there's some pretty big buds on here, as you can see. They're pretty beautiful. So yeah, next year definitely is legal in Northern California, so I would definitely be growing more of these babies from seeds, maybe get a few clones. So that's the plan next year. This pepper tomato thing I have going on. So we have 1 pepper plant, 2 pepper plant, 3 pepper plants. As you can see, these really pretty peppers. We got some flowers on there. I've literally been cutting these like crazy, you guys, because they just grow so much. And one thing I learned about the pepper plant, just cut them. once they turn red, like these are turning red, that one's turning red, definitely gonna cut it soon because they fruit again so fast. Like, it's amazing. And I got some, I love these little squiggly ones on there. So what happened was I had these in a different bed when I decided to move it to the grow bag because earwigs kept attacking it before it could even really flourish. And then I added this little tomato plant here, and this has been giving me tomatoes like crazy. I like these tomatoes, but I don't think I'm gonna grow them next year. They weren't that good. It was probably something that I did, honestly. But they've been fruiting like crazy. I thought this was a really bad idea to grow peppers and tomatoes together, but it really, really, really did work out if you don't have a lot of space. Sweet potatoes up in here. I just love these leaves, you guys. Like, they're so freaking pretty. Like, especially this brownish color. I heard they edible. A friend of mine DM'd me and told me that, like, I think it's in Nigerian culture or some culture that they go ahead and saute these. So you know I'm gonna do it with some peppers and some garlic and some onions. So I'm really, really excited about these. Hopefully we get a lot of sweet potatoes, but definitely be growing these again next year, and maybe 3 of these bags next year, because like I said, I love these grow bags. Guys, the greens. This is a mix of kales and collards and mustard greens, and you guys, look how big these are. Like, I'm definitely growing a ton of these in the fall. That's some diatomaceous earth on there because of course they always find a way to get to it. You guys, I've never tasted mustard greens this good. Like, they're spicy and they're fresh. Like, my husband and I made a bomb salad with it, with a nice homemade balsamic with a little sweetness to offset the spiciness. And y'all, I literally planted these early August and we're in mid-September, and look how big they are. I'm definitely growing a ton of these this fall and even more next summer. You literally can't go wrong with these greens. Diatomaceous earth, when I see them, of course, as you can see, chomping on them, sprinkle some diatomaceous earth, water, give them the fish fertilizer once a month, and boom. It's just really too easy just to grow your own greens. Brussels sprouts, I like growing them in these grow bags, but next year I think I'm gonna put them in the ground just because I know they do better and maybe space them out more. This is actually our second bag growing these, and they're so easy to grow. Like I said, fertilize once a month, water. Nothing really seems to attack the leaves, so I don't put any diatomaceous earth or anything on them. But definitely love beets. We make a beet juice with beets, apples, celery, ginger. So yeah, love. It's a lemon balm, you guys. It smells so good. I like to just rub my finger like that. My goodness, it just smells delicious. Oh, I'm gonna use this for my teas. Thinking about getting like a dehydrator and go ahead and crushing these up and adding it to like some chamomile or some lavender. So yeah, love this one. It just start growing like crazy. I also noticed for this, I had it in a smaller pot and I think it was kind of suffocating, so I moved it to this bigger pot and it is doing amazing. And then over here I have some white sage. Smells good, smells so good. Just repotted this to a bigger pot because as you can see, the bottom one started to discolor, and then these are like a beautiful whitish silver color. So I just repotted these. I plan on just letting them kind of do their thing, and before the rain gets too heavy, probably take them out and maybe make some sage bundles. Yeah, make some sage bundles because I love to burn sage every once in a while. And this is another sage. I'm sorry, I cannot remember the name. I don't know what's attacking this sage, but I sprinkled a little diatomaceous earth just to be safe, but it's growing. It's beautiful and it smells good. I just like the way it smells, so definitely keeping it in my garden. And of course I have a rosemary here I bought early in the season. I actually trimmed it, that's why it's kind of short. I bought this from Lowe's just to have. I love fresh herbs. Pinion plant, it's not that many on here because I literally just cut them all off, but as you can see, we got some new flowers growing in. Super easy to grow. Love. You know, I love all my plants. But jalapeno plant here. I have like 3 peppers on here right now because I just trimmed them all. Highly suggest trellising these because when they grow, they just hang, and it makes it easier to, you know, just keep it upright. It's a really strong plant, but definitely recommend a trellis. We have some new flowers growing in on there, as you can see right there. We got some right here, so some new jalapenos. Plant is looking a little bare. Trimmed it up a bit because of the heat wave, and it just made all the leaves kind of brown. So it's still fruiting a little bit, but when I tell you these gave me probably like at least 100, I said it right, 100 cherry tomatoes since the season has started. I mean, I really can't complain. Definitely going to take some of these seeds and grow a ton more of these, because I literally love just to come in my garden, rinse them off, and pop them in my mouth because they're so good. And you guys don't laugh, but look at this tomato plant. That is one tomato. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I trimmed it wrong or what, but I cannot complain because, as you can see, it's still fruiting. We have some right here. They're really good too. These are definitely just something you will want to pop in your mouth. But yeah, I don't know what happened, but I'll be taking these seeds and doing a ton more of these next year. I'm gonna probably have a really massive tomato section just because I absolutely love tomatoes. Like, my husband and I love tomatoes. So that's just a short tour. Any questions, any comments, any questions about the grow bags or why I did anything in particular, go ahead, just drop them in the comments below. And yeah, leave a like, subscribe. There's more to come. Bye.